All right, hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. We took a 1 week break because only Yash was watching football, and I thought I will watch some football this week. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, that also did not happen. But we cannot keep taking breaks. So, Yash, take it
Yep.
away, my man. Speak for 20 minutes. I'll just tell
Oh
you when the
God,
break is
dude.
supposed
What
to
is all
happen.
this Nations League, man? Every time the Nations League starts, like everyone has to like look at the tables again to find
Are
out
there
what's
no
happening in
regular
these leagues.
international friendlies anymore? Is everyone just playing Nations League now?
No, the international friendlies have become an annual event, I guess. So Nations League
Okay.
is the way to go
So
for
over the
everyone.
last 2 weeks, I saw on WhatsApp you
Mhm.
were praising Gareth Southgate a lot and England. So let's instead of talking
Oh
about matches,
God.
let's talk about England. They drew
What
3-3
a
to Germany. I saw the
yeah.
highlights. I mean, both seem like really bad teams. But
Hmm.
what is the problem with England, Yash? Why can't they score goals?
No, because Southgate has a plethora of talent. He's probably has one of the more talented teams, but clearly he's just not competent enough, man. I mean, his record in the international tournaments is pretty good, one semis and one final, but I mean, we know the pathways were easy for them. And I mean, you just have to see England play. It's so boring. It's so boring despite having good players like Phil Foden and Jude Bellingham
Even
now.
Raheem
So he has a
Sterling
bunch
was
of
all
great
right.
talents, but sorry.
Even Raheem Sterling seemed all right.
Yeah, he's all right, man. I mean, if you give Raheem Sterling instructions and if you play to his strength, he's a pretty exciting player to watch. But Garrett likes to play with that stupid three at the back system. And I mean, England really, I mean, when like 30, 40 years ago, England played with three at the back, maybe once or something. And he's found a way to make it boring. Like it's the teams that he is facing may not be the best, but he's just,
Yes,
um,
but isn't that
and again, Harry Maguire is someone he trusts. Now the one of the first things that happened in this new Manchester United regime is he was dropped and the performance is improved. So clearly, like Harry is past his best.
God, that is so rude. Harry Maguire, I read his comments where he said that he gets a lot of flack because he's a
Uh,
Manchester United captain. Otherwise,
right.
so much press wouldn't be on him. I felt sorry for the man, and here you are trashing him again.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm sure like Connor Cody was as bad as him, but I mean, who cares about Connor Cody, dude?
All right, but isn't being defensive and getting the match so boring play into England's hands, and that they actually have a decent chance to go very far in the World Cup with that? You may not like it, but they will probably
Yeah,
reach another semi-final.
yeah. So in the last World Cup, it was fun to watch because England hadn't done well in any tournament. Like England used to under Roy Hodgson used to lose the first knockout round every time or get out in the group. So to see them score a couple of goals and get through against bad teams was also fun. But I mean, over the last 4 years, we've seen that it's just the conveyor belt of talent that has come out, right? They're not depending on Jay Lings and Deli Ali anymore. They have actually good footballers like Bellingham and Foden and again against Germany for whatever reason he did not. I mean, England got relegated by the way from the Nations League. They
Dude,
finished fourth.
I don't really care
So
about relegation of Nations League, but
no, so hear me out. So the Nations League was instituted so that the big teams play against the
the
big
big
teams,
teams.
right? And I think England were in the group with like Hungary and whichever other team. Germany was the only strong one. Now
Huh.
that they're relegated, their next 2 years they're gonna be playing against the Northern Irelands and Moldovas again. So
Yes.
the whole
Oh,
purpose
yeah.
of this tournament,
I remember
the
the
whole,
meme where Harry
Mhm.
Kane said that I purposely got them relegated. Now I can do stat padding.
yeah, I guess Harry Kane, if he does not retire, it will be good for him. He'll score like maybe 100 international goals now because
Dude,
the
he's
next
great.
2 years are going to be terrible if you want to. I mean, there are very few people who actually watch England games, I guess, but
Yes.
it's not going to be fun.
Okay, that
Like this, even though this Germany game was not relevant at all, it was still mildly entertaining because it was 3-all and we got
correct.
to see good defenders or defending Harry Kane and Kai Havertz was playing. Now that won't be the case. Now I guess the English defenders will play against Mitrovic. That will be the only challenge they'll
Dude, they will
have.
get whooped by Mitrovic. I mean, facing Kai Havertz and Timo Werner is one thing, not the legend that is Alexander Mitrovic. So So let's not go there.
Right.
One game I saw first half
Mhm.
of, I'm assuming you saw the entire game, was that Portugal versus Spain.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I
Dude,
mean,
their
you said
manager.
England are so boring. Spain, oh my God, they were.
Yeah, but Spain play to a plan, right? They just have possession
So
without
you're okay to
reason.
boring to a plan.
Yeah, I mean they had to get a result. Like Spain had slipped up in the in the previous game against Switzerland. They were leading, I think, this group throughout. They slipped up. Portugal got 1 point ahead. So in order to go through to the semis, they needed a win, and they were playing again Portugal, away in Portugal. So yeah, and
Yeah,
Portugal, I think, for a change, have a better squad than
Spain.
Spain. Not squad, maybe the starting 11 than Spain.
Starting
So
11, Spain, not
I
squad.
guess they were being circumspect. That's all I would say,
Yeah, but
and it worked out well for them.
it doesn't really matter because I think this time in
Mhm.
Qatar, it's either going to be Brazil or Argentina. Both of the teams are
Mhm.
doing phenomenally well. And dude,
Yeah.
Brazil, I saw both the highlights. They
Mhm.
are playing like some. I don't think I've ever seen samba football of Brazil. Like never.
Right?
Like 94 was boring.
Oh
98 was
yeah.
also boring. Like only Ronaldo was there. 2002 was
Uh-huh.
boring. And
Really?
then
2002,
like
they were fine. I mean, yeah, it was not the Joga Bonito
exactly. So I
that
mean,
Brazil are famous for.
for the first time, I think I've seen Joga
Mm.
Bonito with Neymar, Vinicius,
Right.
Richarlison. Like even Lucas
Rafinha.
Paqueta. Wasn't Paqueta is also Brazilian, no?
Is he? I don't know. But I mean,
And
they have a plethora of talent. We are a far cry. I mean, remember a couple of World Cups ago, they had this guy called Fred who was their starter.
yes.
He was a guy with the most un-Brazilian name and the most un-Brazilian style of football he used to play.
He was a forward, no?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they had Neymar behind and this Fred in
Correct.
front, and
Yeah,
what the hell was that
2014.
guy doing?
He was a
Yeah, they
forward
were the
when they were.
hosts. They were the host, and they had such a bad striker in front of
But
them.
man, I mean, when Gabriel Jesus wasn't there, right? The two Arsenal boys, Martinelli
Mm,
and Jesus, weren't there. But man,
right.
I'm telling you, if they keep Neymar fit, he seems like
Up for it.
yeah, he's up for it. And if you thought
Mhm.
only Neymar was up for it, clearly Messi and gang are also Argentina.
Who did they play? I mean, they are clearly playing friendlies. They don't have a tournament.
Huh, but
Yeah.
like Brazil played Ghana, which they won 3-0.
Mhm.
And
Oh, so Tunisia also I think they played and they thrashed
yes,
them.
and where they were leading 4-1 at halftime
Right.
against Tunisia. Who did Argentina play? Let us check. 2000. They beat Jamaica 3-0 and Honduras. Okay,
Oh.
fine. But they are also playing some. But I think one of these two are going to win. And I think from Europe, it probably will be Netherlands who can probably
Oh
challenge.
yeah. It's that once in a decade LVG time.
Yo, there will be a flying header in the first game. And he will become the coach of some, I hope not Newcastle United, based on that
Oh
goal.
God, no.
Yes. What other games did you watch?
No man, this the midweek I didn't. That is the only game I watched. Portugal versus Spain.
Okay, if you say so. But
And
I saw,
England, a little bit of England, Germany, and we've spoken about both of them. So yeah, that's
yeah.
that.
Now talking a little about club football, I saw Manchester
Hmm.
United declared a loss of 115 million pounds, but a lot of fans are up in arms about the dividends the
Hmm.
owners took for themselves from their own club.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess the UK has a different way of accounting or whatever. I thought that dividends are given out of profits. So I mean, what is this accounting that they're doing?
No, I mean you can think what you want. Dividends are
Right.
given from profits. Dividend company, if he has money, it will give dividends.
So from like cash and bank from the
Yes,
previous financial year or whatever. Okay.
correct.
Yeah, fine.
But are the fans
Good for
not
them.
used to this? That why are they up in arms? Why does this seem like a yearly ritual? Ki every year when they announce financials, they say dividend lege, and then they start screaming. Like are they not used to this for the last 15, 16 years now?
Yeah, but I guess they don't want to seem like hypocrites that only when United is going through a bad time, that is when the Glazers are blamed. So right now, after Eric Ten Hag has won a couple of important games against Arsenal and Liverpool. They're still protesting. So, yeah, they have a reason to cry about. Because they clearly, at this point in time, can't cry about the manager or players.
Oh, so they're crying about this. That's amazing. I think even the Glazers didn't want to be hypocrites. They're like, good time, bad time, doesn't matter. We'll only always take dividends. So yeah, that also happened. What else happened? I can't think of much that has happened. Roberto De Zerbi is the new coach of Brighton. I was so excited
Yeah.
about it till Graham
He's
Souness,
a Sassuolo manager, right?
yes, till Graham Souness rained on my parade,
By saying what?
that, dude, he went on a different rant altogether. He's like,
But what about foreigners coming in or something?
he said, look at his CV. He has 9 jobs in 12 years. Clearly, he's not a
Right.
people guy. Why couldn't he hold on to a job? Is this what they need? Are there not good English managers around? I don't know, dude. He just went on.
It's bloody Brighton. Why is Brighton the
Abhi, it doesn't really
standard?
matter. It doesn't matter whether it's Brighton or not. De Zerbi started his coaching career in Serie D.
Yeah, so I mean, clearly he was moving up the ranks.
Yeah.
So obviously,
So with every
It's
year,
like-
he was moving up the fucking ranks. And his last job was with Shakhtar
Right.
Donetsk. And he
Where
was
there's a
in
war.
Kiev when the war happened.
oh God,
He was still with his players while the war started.
man.
Before he got out like a week and a half later. But clearly,
Shit.
Graham Souness can't think of any of this. He
Dude,
just
Graham
thinks that every
Souness is
job
like
has to
that
be handed over.
neighborhood uncle who rants, dude. Like that's his. He's there just for entertainment value, not like real football opinion.
So I don't think that's not even entertaining. Entertaining is like you do like Jamie Carragher, na? Pick one stat like sounding intellectual and then like harp on it. That is being entertaining, not this.
No, dude. Come on. There is. We live in an age when different people have different tastes, so different people might find
That
this
way.
entertaining, right?
Acha, that way. All right. So
Like
now
he's a
that-
newsmaker, right? He's a newsmaker. You may not. I mean, if he was younger, I guess he would have stuck to like making controversial reels or something. But he can't do that, so he has to come on network television and talk all this crap.
yeah, and you know how headlines are made. Like,
Yeah.
let me divert to tennis a bit. I saw a headline yesterday. Nick Kyrgios takes pot shots at Nadal and Djokovic. I was like, "Ki, ab
Okay.
kya kiya isne? He hasn't said anything." So they
Yeah.
took a tweet of Nick Kyrgios when like Federer was saying Tata bye bye or whatever crap, and
Acha.
Nadal was like crying, and like Djokovic gave a smile. So that was a photo, like in one of the frames.
Right.
So Nick
Frames,
Kyrgios
yeah.
said, obviously Djokovic is happy that now his chances of winning Grand Slams has increased, and Nadal is crying that he will have to beat Djokovic. That was a joke he cracked like 6-7 days
Yeah.
ago. So I don't know what is the
Man.
pot shot. You media
Stupidity.
wallas.
Yes.
Anyway, so we should take a break right now because
Right.
I see on my calendar there's some very important games on
Absolutely.
the weekend. And it's a full fixture because finally the Queen, after they paraded her dead body around for 15 days, they've laid her to
Right.
rest. So
R.I.P.
football is back. So let's take a break and talk a little about it. Stay tuned to
Mhm.
Football Twaddle. All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Let's just jump into it. Yash, is your game of the weekend Arsenal versus Tottenham?
Yes, it is.
Let's talk a little. It is 1 versus 2. Is that what it is?
Yeah. No, I think they're third on goal difference. Tottenham are third on goal difference.
Oh, Tottenham a third on goal difference. Yes, but it is 1 versus 3, 1 point difference. The winner of this game becomes top of the table.
Yeah.
It's a feeling Arsenal have not had for a long time. It's a feeling
But they're just on top of the table, dude. What are you saying?
of being top of the table. Arsenal have never had after 7 games when they were top of the
Oh,
table.
after 7 games. Okay, specifically after 7 games.
And it's a feeling
Damn.
Tottenham had very recently before they fired
Mhm.
Jose Mourinho. So,
Sad
what
life.
is going to happen in this game?
I think the Arsenal bubble is going to be punctured by Conte because he's an experienced, wildly old fox with fake hair. And Arteta is not going to have answers to his devious plans.
Why, dude? Explain a little more in English.
So Arsenal have been playing this sort of gung-ho style, and which has got them where they are, which is great. And they're missing some key personnel. I think Thomas Partey is not gonna be a part of the game this weekend.
But
And then I mean, Tottenham have been going steady. That midfield of Højbjerg and who's Højbjerg partnered with Bentancur has worked well for him, for Conte. I guess Perisic, we haven't seen too much of him, but yeah, he'll come good. I think Kulusevski will come good in this
But
game.
he's
And
not going to play Kulusevski. So since Mourinho had taken over Tottenham, I had followed some 2-3 journalists
Mhm,
who are like massive Tottenham, like that's their beat, right? So
mhm,
Alistair Gold says Conte on injuries. This is what he said in the press conference. I don't want to speak
right,
about injuries because I don't want to give an advantage to Arsenal. I don't know how that will give. Sir, who is injured? I can't tell you. But for sure, we have to face some problems, physical problems, and we have to know also, we have just started to play the first game in a run of 13 games in 43 days. So I think what he's trying to say is we have some injuries.
right.
But yeah, so I also read somewhere that Kulusevski, yes, see, we need
He's
to give
injured.
rest. He's injured.
Oh damn.
So Kulusevski also has a problem. But I don't like you writing off Arsenal so easily. Come on. They're doing well.
Yeah, of course they're doing well, but as we have seen, they have struggled against decent opposition like Manchester United, and Conte has managed a lot in the Premier League and world over, and so this is not going to be an easy game for them at all. And there is no reason for Arteta to change the way he's playing, and I don't think he has the personnel to like play like a low block and try to play Conte at his own game. And this is
I
a
see.
home game for Arsenal as well, so they're expected to win and attack. So I mean, even
So what's your
a
prediction?
draw will be a good result for Tottenham.
Manchester,
And
yes. I thought you'd
sorry,
say draw would be a good result for the Manchester clubs because that's where I was
yeah, I
getting.
mean, keeping mathematics aside, a draw at away from home, a draw would be almost like a victory for Tottenham, and Tottenham are clearly at an advantage. I feel going into this.
I have a feeling Arsenal will win this 2-1. But okay,
All right.
let's talk about. I thought you would select the Manchester Derby for some reason, but you didn't.
But I mean, I think in that game, Man City are clear favorites in that game, man. Given like they are defending champions for over 2 seasons,
It is
and
number 2 versus number 5, Yash.
yeah, but and
United are on four
it's an
wins
away
in a
game. I
row.
mean, generally United have done better at Etihad against them, but yeah, I mean, given the form that Haaland is in, and given that Pep has been there for donkey's years, and Manchester United have a new manager, this seems like a game that Manchester City should like see off easily without much drama.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Sadly,
You know what's the game I'm going to watch? Leicester versus Nottingham Forest. It is
ooh,
19th versus 20th. And
wow,
now
the
we have
cellar
confirmed
dwellers.
news that Brendan Rodgers is hanging by a thread. And so it's going to be an exciting game, I feel, with like a 7-3 win for Leicester with a Jesse
Yeah,
Lingard hat trick.
wow, that would be a great game. I mean, both of them struggling. Yeah, these are one of those hidden gems in the Premier League which make it a lot of fun. Yeah.
So, I mean, just to put some context, Leicester have conceded 22 goals and Nottingham Forest have conceded 17, right?
Already, wow,
So I have a feeling that it's going to be a very exciting time.
amazing.
Yeah, that's there. And I'm also going to be watching Inter versus Roma or Roma versus Inter.
Oh yes,
Lukaku is been ruled out.
that's on Sunday, right?
That's on Sunday. Lukaku has been ruled out.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
and yes, not Sunday, Saturday, 1st
Oh,
October,
it's
9:30 p.m.
oh brilliant. So
So
yeah, so next day is a holiday, so brilliant viewing.
correct. Oh yeah, we should do that. We should
Yeah.
somehow convince Hardeep Punjab to put like Woot,
Right.
like do streaming from Woot for us to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to watch. Let's see what are the other Premier League games though. There is Liverpool versus Brighton. Oh, why do I have a
Mhm.
feeling Brighton's going to win this?
New manager syndrome, but generally it's the teams that are struggling that have new manager syndrome. And
Ah,
in this case, Brighton are not struggling. So I don't know.
Then
Weird.
we have Fulham versus Newcastle. So Eddie Howe is definitely going to take another draw. It's going to be another 1-1. Oh God.
Oh God.
Newcastle have had, where are they? They are 10th on the table. They've had like in the last 5 matches 4 draws.
Mhm. But these are the games that Newcastle should be converting the
Trying
wins.
to win
No?
at least.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have
Because
Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Graham Potter. Finally his reign will begin. Not in a stop
and it's
start
I
mode.
don't think it's an easy start, man. I mean, Crystal Palace are down in the table, but of course, you know that I think Vieira is a good manager.
All right. So who
Mhm.
is going to end up on the top of the table by the end of this weekend?
Yeah, Man City.
Man City.
Yeah,
They're going to beat United and Spurs are going to win against.
either draw, either draw, or even if they win, they're not going to win by 6 goals. So yeah,
Okay. Will will Leicester be out of the like 20th, move up from 20th by the end of the weekend? I think they will.
yeah. So I mean, their goal difference is -11 and -12. So yeah, so a victory will anyway take them clear.
Yeah. Oh, hey, one more thing before we end.
Mhm.
I just read somewhere that David Moyes is, if the results don't improve, they're going to sack him. West Ham.
Wow, that's very premature at this stage of the season. I mean, what is the point here? I mean, they should at least wait till the World Cup. Is what I feel.
Yeah.
Because it's not all that bad, man. I mean, he's clearly turned the club around, got them into
Yeah.
Europe.
Look at this.
It's just
David
bad short
Moyes.
termism.
He's fighting to avoid West Ham's sack. Since returning for second spell, Moyes led Hammers to this, and this. Despite faring well in Europe, according to the Mirror, Moyes is under pressure to avoid the sack following a poor start. They currently sit in relegation zone with 4 points to the name, winning only one of their opening 7. There's a belief that Moyes needs a quick change in fortunes if he has to remain in the dugout at West Ham, beginning with a home game against Wolves on Saturday. Yeah, so
I, I I I don't know. I mean, have the managers like backed him a lot? I don't think there was too much change of personnel there. No?
yeah, but they've
So
been
I
trying to
mean,
bid for. They tried bidding for everybody and nobody came. Finally, they bought some players in the end. But it doesn't matter. Like he's taken you to
mm,
great heights just last year.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just it's very premature. They should at least wait till December.
correct.
If the
Uh,
results are bad, then
on that note, yes,
go for it.
finally we
Yep.
have a whole schedule of football uninterrupted till World Cup.
Yes.
And
Brilliant.
so I think from October till November end, not even November end,
Mhm.
I think by November 15 they'll shut, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. So,
It's going to be fun. A lot of games. Finally, I mean, I've been starved for football, man. Some teams have not played for almost a month now.
which ones?
Manchester United, I think Liverpool as well haven't played for a month.
Oh, okay. So we will watch all of them on the weekend. Alrighty, yes.
All right.
Take care. Alrighty, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye. See you next week.